Okay, so I've just played Mario Wonder, and it dawned upon me that the game doesn't really have that many bad levels. In fact, there's only three that I'd really consider below average. But it did get me thinking, what are the five worst levels in Mario Wonder? So that's what we're going to figure out today. I'm sure you can see what levels are on this list, but can't see the order. So, yeah, we'll figure that out today. So, the fifth worst level, which is really only on here on a technicality, is Gnawsher Lair. It's not here for outright bad gameplay, it's here for breaking Nintendo's formula. In fact, I'll link a video in the description which tells you about this formula and how they absolutely broke it. But I'll just sum it up here. Nintendo introduces a mechanic in a way that can't harm the player. For example, in the level Countdown to Drop Down, you can see that a talking flower falls on the countdown platform, which makes it count down, which will make you curious to jump on it. But then when you do, it falls, so that's how you know that the more things that go on it, the more it will count down. Same with the melon piranha plants. Like, you can see them spitting their seeds, and it makes you curious to see what you can do with them. So you go over and either you get knocked back, you'll end up avoiding them, or through some experimentation, you'll end up bouncing on them. That's an example of really good level design. But Gnawsher Lair just doesn't do it. In fact, it does quite the opposite, because they actually can harm the player at the start. And also, the Wonder Effect is garbage. Spawns in a Gnawsher horde, but it doesn't even make a difference because the Wonder Effect's also an auto-scroller. They should have done what the Final Test Wonder Gauntlet did, so that to make it where the screen doesn't scroll while the Gnawshers are trying to chase you. It's only on here on a technicality though, so that's why it's only the fifth worst. It's gonna get a lot worse from here. Number 4, cruising with linking lifts. So this level's interesting. You go on these linking blocks and you kind of have to hit them so that you can be added to your ride. But the further you go, the more of the linking blocks will be deleted. So you need to keep hitting them. Also introduces these janky switch blocks, which I don't think are used ever again. The bird enemies that I can't be bothered pronouncing, which, are used pretty well. One of my favourite levels in the game, Dragon Boneyard, uses them phenomenally. And it also introduces the worst new enemy, the jumping amp. It has no reason to exist, because they could have just used a lava bubble. Oh, but Matthew, it's supposed to be a thunderstorm. Well, reskin the lava bubble to have lightning. Whew. That got heated. Anyways, because this level overuses gimmicks and just flows poorly because it's a moving platform level, that's why it's on here. But that's not the only reason. Oh no, we haven't even gotten to the Wonder Flower. So a bunch of Lakitu spawn in the background and they throw out a bunch of items. The only thing is, these items can consist of things that can literally make the level easier. And sure, they can throw out Wonder Tokens, which are required in the section, but why are they throwing out coins? Bro, that could help you get an extra life. Give my bros the ability to throw out the spike balls from Shining Falls Special Triple Threat Deluge, because that level's phenomenal because of that fact. But no, they just stuck to Lakitus throwing easy items. and also making the linking blocks deformed. That's not very good. In fact, it kind of sucks. So, for having overbearing gimmicks and a wonder effect that feels like it was designed by a 9-year-old, cruising with linking lifts will take number 4. Aha, now we're getting into the bad stuff. This is the worst of the worst. You see, the last level still had some good stuff, like the birds were interesting, the cool fling blocks were interesting, even if they were only used once, and the linking blocks were pretty good, despite only being used once. But here are things with no redeeming qualities. Third is Scram Skedaddlers. Now, basically, what you need to do is platform through a field full of skedaddlers, Koopas, pushing pipes, barrels, note blocks. Oh, come on, it's another gimmick level. And this makes even less sense to be a gimmick level because the past 2 levels were very non-gimmicky. And also, this is one of the first levels in the game. And plus, there's much better levels that introduce no blocks. Piranha Plants on Parade. For the barrels, it would be Bull Rush Express. And for pushing pipes, bro, Swamp Pipe Crawl is in the same world. So I guess it's just Skedaddlers and Koopas. Well, Koopas are okay, but Skedaddlers have very janky mechanics. It feels inconsistent whenever they're gonna throw a seed. Although, I will admit, the purple 10 coins are good. I've not really been talking about them because they've not been anything special, but these ones are pretty solid. But the wonder effect. First off, the way you get it is so lazy because, it's attached to the back of a Skedaddler, despite them already doing that for a purple 10 coin. And plus, it's one of the 2 star rain effects. That is not good. That is terrible. It just makes it an auto win. I feel like what they should have done for this effect is made it so that, it would turn you into a spike ball. Because here's the thing, the layout, it's designed in a way that makes the spike ball work. I mean, just look at custom modding videos. The layout was basically designed for that transformation. Ooh, but Matthew, it doesn't fit with the rest of the level. Well, explain how Deep Magma Bog Palace, one of the best levels in the game, has a wobba transformation when the entire level's just dragon wheels and Mirameras. Huh? And that's one of the best levels in the game. This level we're talking about would probably be out of this bottom 3 if they chose the spike ball transformation. It's not an auto win because you can still take damage from stuff. So, yeah. And this is only the 3rd worst. Alright, 2nd worst is the Sugar Star Trial Across the Night Sky, which is the worst level from Shining Falls. So basically, what happened with this level was what happens in this level is you need to dodge the Sugar Stars, which are pretty cool enemies, because you can't kill them because they'll just be disarmed for a little bit before regaining their shiny coating. And also, I think they're really cute. Just their expressions or lack thereof are just kind of cute. I also like the way it uses moving platforms. So then, what's the problem? Well, the wonder effect is a star run. I get it, it's supposed to be a pun on the word sugar star, but seriously, why did they make this the effect? And bear in mind it lasts for the entire level because you get the flower right at the start. So basically, it's good for speed running, but that's about it. Like, seriously. What was once a very challenging level is now basically an auto win. It's like even easier than the first level. And that's saying something, because that first level is very easy. And then at the end, there's some wacky dialogue. And this is awful. Like, for having no redeeming qualities, a weird aesthetic, and for being another auto win, it takes number 2. And the worst level in the game might come as a surprise. But I'm not the only person to think that Sunbaked Desert Special Pole Block Allure is the worst level in the game. Now, you may be confused, because I mean, this is my favourite world theme. Okay, I bet none of you knew that, but yeah, whatever. So, you navigate through the sky using poles. I feel like they could have used a wonder effect that actually tied into Sunbaked Desert, like could have had you have a hard pushing puzzle, Cosmic Mario could appear, that kind of thing. But no, instead they just ripped the wonder effect from World 2. But it's okay. I mean, they also add in the giant bloops, so yeah, it's not all non-Sunbaked Desert. And also they bring back my boy Armad, and as well as the bloops. So you navigate through the sky using poles. Sounds pretty good. The only thing is, the one thing that makes this the worst level in the game is auto-scroll. Yep, auto-scroll sucks. I'm sure we all know that. But here's the thing. This is one of the levels in the game's special world, so it's one of the hardest levels in the game. I'd say it's up there with actually Climb to the Beat, as well as like the final test and the final test in terms of difficulty. Obviously, I didn't think about that in my difficulty ranking. Go watch that, by the way, it's epic. But maybe if I end up redoing it, then my opinion might change. But man, the auto-scroll basically ruins this. Because it's moved at a snail's pace, and because it's so hard, there's like lots of difficulty spikes throughout. You just can't see it because of the auto-scroll moving at a snail's pace. And also, I feel like some of the puzzles are very bad. Like, I've complained about Pole Block Passage because of the pole hitboxes, but they've got nothing on these. Like, they're terrible. Like, the part where you need to go under mumsies using them is atrocious. Because for some reason the poles wouldn't work. So, for being a good level brought down by probably the worst thing ever, as well as having janky hitboxes, annoying difficulty spikes, and being a difficult level not because of the gameplay, but because of an annoying feature that nobody likes, Sunbaked Desert Special Pole Block Allure is easily the worst level in the game of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Get me out of here. Okay, that's the end of the video. Bye.